as the sun, still low on the horizon, cast long, ethereal shadows. A majestic herd of American bison, their coats thick and dark, their movements slow and deliberate, grazed in a pristine, emerald green clearing. This scene of pastoral peace was meticulously observed by a colossal python, a beast of terrifying girth and length, its mottled green and brown scales perfectly mimicking the dense, root-tangled floor where it lay camouflaged. Suddenly, with a speed that defied its size, the serpent erupted from the undergrowth, its enormous head striking with the force of a falling log. The tranquility was instantly shattered. The victim's piercing bellow and the herd's deafening, terrified chorus of screeches and thundering hoofbeats echoed like a sonic wave through the jungle canyons. The python, relentless and impossibly strong, began its lethal work. Massive coils wrapping around the bison's torso and chest, each tightening rotation a visible squeeze of muscle and bone.
Perched high above, a small, sharp-eyed monkey witnessed the full horror of the constriction.
Instinct taking over, it launched into a frantic, high-speed dash across the canopy, its chattering calls desperate and insistent as it raced toward the hidden home of a primitive tribe.
Arm yourselves! Quickly now!
Gather the children!
The tribe mobilized instantly, grabbing spears, axes, and clubs with grim intensity. The massive python was a terrifying, suffocating knot of muscle, the bison beneath it now barely moving.
With a primal cry, the tribe launched their heroic intervention.
Shocked by the unprecedented, coordinated assault, the python thrashed violently, whipping its head back and forth in a desperate defense.
The pain was too intense. With a final, furious slackening of its coils and a deafening hiss of defeat, the behemoth released its prey.
The tribe rushed to the collapsed bison, noting the deep, rope-burn wounds and broken skin. The shaman and healers instantly began gathering and masticating specialized leaves into a thick, green pulp. The medicinal poultice was gently but firmly applied to the wounds, a soothing balm against the trauma. Miraculously, the bison pushed itself up onto trembling legs, taking a few cautious steps, a victory for life.
Wild animals emerged from the shadows, their presence a silent acknowledgement of relief.
The humbled bison turned its head and nudged the tribal leader's shoulder, a clear gesture of profound thanks. The proud tribe smiled, patting the bison before beginning their silent, victorious procession back to their dwelling.
The thundering hoofbeats of the stampede shook the earth.
Shock gave way to a piercing bellow that tore the quiet air.
The lethal work began as the first massive coil cinched its power.
Each rotation tightened the coils, visibly pressing the life from the creature.
The suffocating knot was complete. The bison's struggle was diminishing.
The sharp-eyed witness saw the danger and realized action was necessary.
The tiny figure instantly launched into a frantic dash across the high canopy.
Its desperate chattering was a message, racing through the leaves to the settlement.
The messenger abruptly burst into the open-air settlement.
Its wild gestures left no doubt of the grave danger.
Mobilize now! Ah!
Warriors quickly armed themselves with clubs and flint-tipped spears.
The tribe moved as a focused, determined unit.
Following the guide, they plunged into the dense jungle. Their eyes scanned the undergrowth until the awful scene came into view.
The suffocating knot held the barely moving bison, only its ragged breath remained. With a primal cry, the ancient tribe began their heroic attack. A storm of heavy stones rained down,
impacting the python with dull thuds. Fierce spears followed, aimed at the softer spots between the scales. Shocked by the assault, the python thrashed violently in defense. Its massive coils finally slackened, releasing its prey. A deafening hiss signaled its surrender. The behemoth slithered away, vanishing into the darkest jungle.
The tribe caught their breath and stood victorious.
They rushed to the bison's side, assessing the traumatic rope burn wounds.
healers quickly gathered leaves, masticating them into a green pulp.
This thick pulp would serve as the medicinal balm.
The soothing poultice was gently but firmly applied to the wounds.
The suffering animal showed a subtle sign of relief. Slowly, the bison gathered its strength and began to shift its weight. It took a few cautious, wobbly steps, a victory for life.
The tribe watched, relieved and hopeful.
Other wild animals cautiously observed the recovery from the shadows.
The messenger monkey watched in silent relief. The humbled bison turned its magnificent head toward the tribal leader.
It nudged its cheek against his shoulder, a profound gesture of thanks.
The leader's eyes showed deep mutual respect. The proud tribe smiled, affectionately patting the great animal.
Their mission complete, they began their silent, victorious procession.
The leader paused for a final glance.
The jungle's deep peace was restored.
The chilling patience before the lunge. A broken spear marked the violence of the fight.
The shaman recited a quiet, healing chant.
Triumph was reflected in every face.
The river flowed peacefully once more.
The bond with the wilderness held strong, and the jungle's heart beat once more.